Good morning, students. We are going to discuss about censorship. It's an important matter that we should do. First of all, I will explain to you what is censorship. It's a suppression of speech, public communication or other information. Suppression means force it not to come out. If it comes out, there will be problems. That is what the person who wants to suppress it. Public communication means if it comes to the communication of all the people, there will be discussions and debates and more things may come out, and that may bring out the image or bring down the image of the person who has conducted the matter. Any other informations, so that is censorship. Restrictions on any kind of publication or information being passed from one person to another person. That is known as censorship. So when censorship is there, it may be done on the basis of that such a material is considered objectionable, harmful, sensitive or inconvenient. See, government tells some things cannot be published. Why? Because that may bring down the image of the government. The wrong actions of the government, the corruptions of the government. So the government doesn't want those matters to be published. So they will see that things are restricted. So anything that brings out the image of anybody can be called censorship. You think in your home there was an uncomfortable event. None of you are happy about it. And you know that event has happened and it would bring down the image of the family. So the head of the family will tell, don't speak about it to anybody else. So that is the restrictions, that is the censorship. Because if that news goes out of the family, somebody else comes to know about that event, that can bring down the image of the family. So there is a restriction in informing others about it. That is a censorship. So the government, anybody, any agencies, even in the classroom, teachers say, don't speak it out. So all the restrictions that are made on communicating a matter to any other person is called censorship. But in a larger scale it is more. Government doesn't want any informations to be passed on to other person, to the public. So it can be on a cinema, it can be a writing on a newspaper, it can be on a video clips, anything, any message or any event, it is possible. So such a kind of restrictions are called censorship. Sometimes the censorship may be good because it may be harmful. You know, children below 12 years are not permitted to see some events or some of incidents, some videos. You know, when we upload to the YouTube channel, there are some restrictions. If the video is meant only for children, or children should not see, it's below the age. So that is also censorship, means that may create a problem for the children. So the censorship can be creative, at the same time destructive also. The wrong actions, wrong thinkings of the government should not come to know by the public, because an elected government has to go to the people after 5 years for election. So naturally, if the wrong activities of the government comes out, the image of the government will come down. Next election, they cannot ask the vote from the people. So they want restrictions. They don't want any of those things to be published. So that is a censorship. Inconvenient, that is what it is called inconvenient. It may be harmful also sometimes. Some of the event and news that comes out to the people, maybe children may be harmful, or elders may be harmful. It may be objectionable. Religious things people may object to some of the news or some of the films or all those things that may come out. Because people may come to know the things which is not necessary for them. So private institutions also can control. Government institutions also can control. You see beautiful image of a censorship. You should not see, you should not speak. See how much they have. Completely covered the eyes. You should not see anything. You should not speak anything. That is a censorship. Restrictions. Restrictions made by the government. You should not see or you should not speak. So such a kind of restrictions are there that is known as censorship. Here you see how as I explained to you, censorships are there. Code of conduct. What you can do, what you must not do. Even I am an employee of Sainik School Bijapur, I am bound to follow some rules and regulations. I cannot speak out whatever I want. That is known as censorship in the school. Norms. So they say this code of conduct. If you are joining in this institution, you have to follow this code of conduct. Then orders of the school or government, I am bound to follow that. It tells don't publish the things to others, don't make others to know it. The authority, the persons who are in power restricts. Dogmas, religious theories, religious ideas. If somebody speaks about that, we are not say no, don't speak about that. That's a theory, accepted there. No, don't speak about the religious theories. We cannot say there is no God. So like the accepted norms of the society, protocols, who should be like this. These are restrictions made to us. And a protocol means how much louder we must speak, how much louder we should not speak. When such persons are there, how we can speak. When such persons are there, how we cannot speak. Doctrines, the theories and philosophies. These are all the restrictions made on human brain. These are all keeping your mouth shut. The principles, ideologies, thinkings, establishment, institutions and establishments, norms and conditions of life. If you are a father, you can speak. If you are a child, you must. If a girl, you should speak. Like that, different kinds of norms are there in the society. So all those things bring censorship to the human life. Restrictions on what you should speak and what you should not speak. Somebody tells you, don't, no. That is censorship. See, government is protecting you from reality. Sometimes the government will not give out the details. If there is something has happened in the part of the government, now there is going on about news of phone tapping of some of the important personalities of India. The opposition parties are telling that it's tapped by the government. Government tells it has not done anything. So the reality. So government has to come out with the reality and tell the people, including take the opposition parties also in confidence and bring out the reality out. Sometimes government also doesn't want the reality to come to know. So that is called a censorship. So censorship is an important issue. You can see restrictions here also. Everywhere restrictions. This also will be put like this. Restrictions. So that is a censorship. It is not good for any democratic system. If government is doing wrong, the activities of the government should be known to the public. That is why yesterday we were discussing about the fourth pillar. That's the media. So if the restrictions are there, then the fourth pillar has no use. We will not come to know what the government is doing. Good things of the government should come out. Bad things also of the government should come out. Then only we will be able to compare both. There is nothing, 100% nobody is wrong in governmental activities maybe. We may have to think like that. So, the good activities of the government should come out and the bad activities of the government also should come out. But the ruling party doesn't want the bad activities of it to come out into the public, only good things. They want to project themselves as the best rulers, and it is natural from their part. But that is not good for democracy. Democracy is meant to have individual freedom and knowledge to the people. With that knowledge, they decide, they take a decision. The information should be correct. If the information is not correct, we cannot take a decision in correct way. So our decisions may go wrong. We should not decide, give a judgment to anything without knowing the clear picture, correct things. So for that, we need media. We should get to know it about everything without the restrictions. So unwanted restrictions. That is not acceptable for us. You see image here, you see the no censorship in these areas. Internet is absolutely free, no checking, nothing is taking place. Here in this areas, people can use the internet as they feel. Some censorship here, you see this is Brazil, Argentina, all America, Canada, all these are European countries. All these countries, including India, all these countries, there are some restrictions, but they permit. Some restrictions are there. These are the countries, the South Africa. Okay, all these countries, some restrictions are there. And you can see under sun means here so much, the red color area is some area which is so much restricted. This red color area. This blue color area is a little bit censored, means controlled. Little bit. Not some completely censored. But here it is completely restricted. People have no access as they like. They will be given what according to the thinking of the government. So naturally people have very less chance to get correct information. What the government wants only be published in these areas. This is Russia. areas. Here, Australia also. When it comes to this China, you can see that there is no internet is available. No internet. They have their own network system in the country, but outside internet facilities or from anywhere you can get information. That is not permitted in China. Chinese government has got a network system where the information, and whatever they decide only people can see. So this is what we must understand. Okay. Then balance report. This is an important event that you must know. An event has taken place. There is a fight on some area or some frictions in some area. So correct information should come. That's known as a balance report. A balance report may be described as a report where all views or points of view of a specific subject or a story are discussed or taken into account. You know, there was a fight in your class. When the teacher comes, he can see the reporting to the teachers. Sir, he has beaten him, he has beaten him. So most of the speakers will speak the event or explain the event in support of his ideology or his thinking or his friend. So that is not correct. The reality, exactly what has happened, should be reported. That is known as a balanced report. The report according to the favor of the individual, according to the person's thinkings, that is not correct. So when a correct report has come, exactly what has happened, then the person who has to take the decision, the class teacher is there who wants to take a decision, the teacher will be able to take a decision. If the teacher doesn't know the correct information, teacher will be finding so opinions cannot be shaped. Who is at mistake? Who should be punished, or who should be counseled, or who should be appreciated, who should be supported. So the misconceptions can be created of the unbalanced report, a wrong reporting, a wrong information. So when we read a newspaper, if you read a newspaper, if one political party favored a newspaper, that newspaper will every time write matters or speak matters that is supporting the political party. If another newspaper or channel is there which is supporting another political party, that will support only their viewpoint. So there will be differences in the presentation of the matter and the real content presentations. So that is not good. So there should be a balanced report, then only a governmental system can function. No, we know the TV. What is the use of the TV? We depend on TV for entertainment, news, education, culture, weather, sports, all those things, entertainment, films come, other programs come. We look at that and enjoy ourselves, entertain. We don't feel that we are wasting the time. So that is needed. Then whatever happens around the world, we get it through the news. There are beautiful education channels are there. Use education about the things, about knowledge about the things. So that is there. Culture, pure dance forms, cultural activities, some particular area. Nowadays we know what is taking place in Assam, what is their celebrations. If we go to northeastern, their dance forms. In Karnataka, festivals are there. We know what is happening in Hampi. So the festivals of local area, Kerala Onam festival, how it is taking place, how it is, what the people do on Onam day. So like that different, and if you go to Tamil Nadu, there are Pongal festivals. So like that each state has got their culture, and those things are coming to us or in front of us through the television channels. Then sports are going on. Now Olympics is going to take place. We will be able to watch Olympics through the TV, because now in this year Olympics nobody can sit there and watch in the stadium. So all we see only through radio and in the TV channels or internet. Then beautiful music we can enjoy. All those things happen because media is available. Now there are educational channels. Kerala there is Victory Channel, Karnataka there is another channel. There channels are there which only provide clear-cut education to the children. They don't have any other thing. So that kind of changes have taken place in the society with the television channels. Media. So media has good. Use it properly. Watch only things which are good for us. Dump the things which are not needed for us. And not watch much time TV. Less restricted. Only for our control. We should control the TV. TV should not control us. That way things should. Means whenever we want only we watch. Not that whatever is being coming in the TV I will watch. No. You have your own decision. You have your own restrictions. Control yourself, your brain, mind and everything. And utilize that, your brain, mind and everything for the good purpose of the nation and good purpose of yourself and society. Okay, see you. Bye.